Testing, testing 1 2 3, testing 1 2 3. Testing, testing, testing. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to mute my stream and enable desktop audio. Testing, so now you should be able to hear both the game sound and my sound. I'm just going to briefly turn on the stream sound. Testing, testing, testing. I'm just going to briefly turn on the stream sound. I'm just going to drop the game volume a little bit more. I'm just going to drop the game volume a little bit more. Okay, so I've disabled my stream volume, my stream sound, and the game sound should be on, and the mix sound should be on. Okay, so I'm just going to load up the final save that we had. This was in the Arboretum. So yes, we're just about to begin the final section of the game. As soon as we speak to Alex once again, then that will mean that the game will enter the final stage, and the final climax will be revealed to the player. Of course, if you've already played the game, it should come as no surprise to you. But if you haven't, then I suppose you can kind of predict that it would happen. Enough hints have been given to the player that that something like this could happen, especially when you scan the coral. So if you think, I suppose, if you put 2 and 2 together, if you take the time to think about it, then it shouldn't be that much of a surprise. But then again, it was a surprise to me, so I wouldn't blame anyone who didn't get it, who didn't initially get it. So, but then again, at the same time, it's a well-known game trope to do these kind of things. So I don't know. Should it be a surprise? Should it not? It's kind of an interesting one. Most games have pretty much used up all the tropes, so nothing should really be a surprise nowadays. So anyway, we've scanned the coral, you have the data, and it's time to upload it. And something's gone wrong.
Morgan, transfer is halted. Something or someone. Shit.
This is Commander Walter Dahl. The TranStar Board of Directors has authorized me to take full command of Talos 1, effective immediately. All employees must now report to the shuttle bay for evacuation. Those of you unable to comply, transmit an SOS and my team of rescue operators will locate you. One last thing. Alex and Morgan Yu have been relieved of their positions. Do not consent to their requests or assist them in any way. Dahl out.
So what happened is that
We're locked out. It's Dahl. He already has his hooks into every major system aboard Talos 1. I have to admit, I'm disappointed with our parents. I knew that they had a contingency in place, but a small foolish part of me believed they wouldn't use him against their own flesh and blood. Regardless, we're not getting this coral data through until we do something about it. I don't like it, but you're gonna have to get into his command shuttle. See if you can locate his access point and cut him off.
Don't hide. I'm programmed to assist Talos 1.
I don't want to alarm you, but there's been a launch from the Argus platform. The board of directors has caught wind of the situation here. I suppose it was inevitable despite my efforts. That's why it's important we act quickly, decisively. They'll try to take this out of our hands, Morgan.
So I can assist you.
Alright, so that last phone message should have come in much earlier.
Progress.
I actually finished scanning the coral before it was able to trigger.
Dahl will know you're coming. All TranStar personnel are outfitted with tracking bracelets. I have no doubt his operators are already on their way to rescue you. Those bracelets are issued and removed in deep storage. Worth investigating if you want to fly under the radar.
Right. So the place where we enabled Grant Lockwood's bracelet is where we disabled our own. So what's happened is that a couple of the phone calls came in the wrong order. But what's happened is that when we were at the bridge, we were told that there were hints that certain things were happening with the prisoner shuttles. They were kind of going into a separate station which nobody knew about. So there's that one there. And we know what these operators are like. They're actually the Black Box project. We saw them in there. Or they with the prototypes and they seem to have been completed. So we need to get out of here. They can't see us right now because of the DLC, the projector screen. But we're kind of trapped in here. We'll have to get out, and I think they're kind of monitoring this. So we could, if we wanted to, smash the window and get in, just sprint out. But anyway, so step number one here is to avoid being tracked all the time. Can we perhaps... But I'm thinking, can I hack these things? Can I hack this one? Do I have... Oh, look. Look, I have enough reach. Okay, so what happens if we hack them? That will turn them on our side for the time being. They'll start fighting each other. So it's useful. But there is also something else that happens, which is that all the operator dispensers have come under control of this Dahl person. So this Dahl guy is a bit of a mercenary. Well, let me hack you.
Firing angle 0.
Did you get destroyed?
If you are TranStar personnel, please stand down. Perimeter EMP system alert. Repairs needed.
Warning, suit integrity damaged.
Okay, so I guess you can't just hack them.
A-star in progress. Will report. Echo without a bounds.
Okay, so I took a bit further with them. Ooh, crap.
Echo found. Echo found.
Alright. So it looks like you can hack them when
Suit integrity damaged.
when they've been surprised, but not so much when they have. Not so much when they know where you are.
Possible.
Oh crap. So the dispenser has been taken over. Okay, so we just need to run for it at this point. It's not even worth sticking around. So every single dispenser will start dispensing those military bots. Including in deep storage, there's one in here. But the thing is that dispensers, the military operators, they also fight the phantoms. So yeah, and if you hack them, then the military operators will fight each other. So that's a good way to get some Q beams as well, actually. But yeah, because the dispensers have been taken over by Dahl, he was actually part of TranStar's secret Black Ops arm, and he's, I think, coming from that special space station that nobody knows about. Anyway, he's the Terminator arm of TranStar. He's come to terminate us specifically, and we've locked out of everything. So anyway, so their goal is to kill us all. And what I need to do is...
Morgan, I
heard the announcement. No, I will not give you up. You are there for me. I am here for you. If you'd indulge me, I have a proposal that could get us off Talos 1 without any more bloodshed. Just don't harm Dahl until we've had a chance to speak in person.
Operator deployment resuming.
Oh crap. So what I did then was if you block the what do you call it, the exit of the dispenser, then they can't create anymore. So every single dispenser has been hacked by this thing called Caspar, which is Dahl's special.
CN9 black box operator ready to deploy. Please
Right,
stand clear of aperture.
So you've got the poltergeist fighting the operators now.
I'm not a threat. Visual contact. Weapons hot.
But I need to find a.
Engaging.
Oh shit.
Requesting new operator.
Come on, get in there. Get in there. Bloody hell. Sometimes.
N-CN9 black box.
Unfortunately, the glue is insufficient to stop them.
Echo. Down.
Maybe I can lure them to come in here. Alright, but I need to block that access point.
Your brother, he likes a microphone. A spotlight. He can't resist. Even though he's hiding. And you are running around like a nervous rat. I hear you. Chewing the wires and shitting in the walls. Are you trying to fix the mess you've made? Or just get away? I pride myself in being prepared for the worst. But this is truly a masterpiece. You should be proud.
So yeah, Dahl is very much a straight up mercenary. He's not part of any formal military or anything like that, but while I'm here, I may as well do this actually. Right, so I may as well repair my suit. And actually partake in a little bit of food. That should bring us up to almost 300. Is there enough room? Oh, I need another cabinet. Alternatively, I need to hack that thing. But the thing is, if you hack it, then what happens is that... Oh, bloody hell, I need to find something to throw on top of that. No, it's not good enough, is it? If you hack it... sorry, if you obstruct the little entrance, what do you call it, the aperture, then they can't... Oh, bloody hell. Sometimes a little bit tricky. Right, so they should not be able to come out anymore. Or should they? Hang on, wait. Sometimes a bit tricky, like I said.
Dr. Yu? Morgan? Oh man, thank God. I've just been going down the contact list hoping somebody would answer. I'm in trauma center. I came up here to look for supplies. I think I broke my arm when that blackout happened. Now I'm trapped. Aliens outside the door. I could really use some help, man.
So he's supposed to be somebody who's he's even a real person. I'm telling you now, it's spoilers that he's not. This is a trap. I wonder if the TART will work for us as opposed to them. So I think, yeah. So they fought the Phantoms. Okay. So still a few mimics around. Just need to watch out for the... Oh, wait. So anyway, so because we've closed off the aperture, if we can just take care of this current operators, I thought I saw something. Yeah, okay, that's fine. I see you there. If we can take care of the ones that are currently out there, they won't be able to generate any more. Okay, so he's there. Oh, he's coming this way. Okay, that's one. If you can just catch them with a bit of stealth, oh, it should be fine. It's probably not the right way to go. Probably not the right way to go. Okay, that's fine.
Contact. On. Got her.
Oh wait.
Notify. Clear hot.
Warning, suit integrity
Oh crap.
damaged.
Get in there, please. Get in there. Alright, so I think they destroyed the guy I hacked.
I'm a search and rescue operator. Green light.
Yeah, he's not a threat. Yeah, right.
Repairs needed. Please contact a qualified engineer.
He must have gone there. He might be coming this way.
All clear.
I can kind of hear him. Oh, okay, got him. I thought it was I thought it hadn't activated. Okay, so should be less stressful once we've taken care of these guys. Okay, see. Come on, let's get through. Yeah.
Round. Firing angles.
Oh crap. Immediately got destroyed. Let me see if I can flank that guy. And did they?
IFF. Typhon class echoes. Validated.
Did they generate another ones?
Possible
crap.
threat. Got her. Lights on.
Nope. You got nothing.
Lost visual on the echo.
You got nothing.
Requesting new operator.
Oh crap. Did they generate?
Echo back. Echo
N-CN9 black box operator ready to deploy. Please stand clear of aperture.
Oh crap, the aperture got cleared. Oh, that's annoying.
Don't hide. I'm programmed to assist Talos 1 crew in evacuation. Green light on Sierra Delta.
But anyway, because they're operators, we can
Zone is clean.
use this.
No echoes.
Oh, actually, I forgot about this. I apologize.
Bracketing area for clean sweep. Flying CAP. Status as fragged. Over.
I just need to get back in here. Hopefully they'll have...
Perimeter check.
Yep. Do a perimeter check and all that. Okay, so they're gone. Look at that. What happened here? That's not right. Okay, so the aperture should be clear now. Should be closed off rather. Really? Okay, that should be fairly certain. Alright, see, it's a bit tricky sometimes. If you could just shoot glue at it, If that worked, then that would have been much better, but it's a bit nasty. Oh wait, oh wait. I hate it when you get stuck on little things like that. Kind of hear them on this side. What's... Are they smashing glass or something? Sometimes I'm trying to keep an ear out for them. Oops. There's that one. Oh, that's broken. I could repair it. It was part of my...
Repairs needed. Please contact the qualified engineer.
Okay, so that's done. What about you? Oops. It's looking this way.
Cleared for Sierra and Delta Echo.
And it saw me.
Lacing echoes.
So one of the things that the disruptor gun allows you to do is a chance to hack them, even if they see you. It's not ideal, because that uses up disruptor ammunition, and that's kind of scarce once this happens. Sure, you can destroy some operators, but you tend to lose out on that. You tend to come out negative on the overall thing, on the overall scheme of things. Okay, so he's on our side now. Let's see, is there anything? There should be another operator. Where? Oh.
Firing angle 0.
So the problem is that it's really difficult to tell who's on your side and not, and who's not. Let's see. Okay, so they're not coming out anymore. So they're fighting each other now. And I can't tell who's who though, that's a problem. There's absolutely nothing to determine who's who.
System alert. Repairs needed. Please contact a qualified engineer.
But I can use the distraction if I want to get out into... to get up into here. Bloody hell. Oh, can I possibly get in here? Maybe I can use electricity here to get rid of them. Maybe that will work. Because every single entrance is electrical conduits. No? Okay. So I should get at least some disruptor ammo. Is there another one? And if you want to, you can come in and out by the upper levels. Okay, I'm hearing an operator. But where? No, that's not it. Where would you be? Where would you be? Maybe it's below. I guess not.
Morgan, I've been thinking about what you've done. What you're doing. We all must act according to our nature. No matter what the psychologists and priests say. And your nature. I think I was right before. You are like a rat. Resourceful, sly, burdened with a kind of pestilence of the mind. This station was your laboratory, and the experiment was a failure. And, of course, sadly, you know what happens to the rats when they are no longer needed.
Alright. You can say whatever you wish. Okay, so let's see. Ghosting down, okay. 0913. 0913. And screw you. Screw you, Dal. No, I thought that it might have been an operator. Done.
Clever lab rat. Now I can't see you. Your brother won't be so lucky. I'm closing in on him.
Repairs needed. Please contact a qualified engineer.
That's fine. I don't think I need to bother with the remaining operators. I could use some repairs to my suit, but you know what? It doesn't matter. I'm out of here. Ooh.
Radiation poisoning.
I am out of here. And I think down towards the crew quarters I should have a medical operator still active. Hopefully it hasn't been hacked. Although yes, I was talking about things like certain things we should be able to predict about the game based on what we saw, what we've seen from the Coral and other research. But that's a little bit, excuse me, it's a little bit later actually. This is more of a trying to clean up the mess, as it were. So yeah, I was kind of jumping the gun there. But we shall see that soon enough. So let's see. Okay. And I don't think there's any dispensers here. Have the gun ready. Just in case. There's an operator there. Okay, I need to get out of sight.
Looking for echo contacts. Resume. Don't hide. I'm programmed to assist Talos 1 crew. Visual contact.
Oh crap. Visual contact is a bad sign. Oh, please. Please heal me. Oh no, he's been... Are you a malfunctioning?
Good evening, Talos. Dr.
Oh, no.
Hadley Dalton will deliver
They're
a
not willing to help me
supplemental
now.
seminar on neural connectomes in the lobby training center later this week. Sounds exciting. Space is limited, so reserve your seat by emailing Dr. Dalton.
That's fine. Maybe the operator...
Welcome. Maybe I can help you.
Ooh, crap. Gotcha. Okay, so I need to some degree, you know, taking care of the operators. Is it hacking the military operators is a bit of a losing proposition. Because if you think about it, they're just going to generate more, and most of the dispensers can't really be stopped. Can't really be stopped up and whatnot. So what is this? Somehow, the book ended up here.
Hello, diagnostic.
Good.
Superficial injuries. Nothing a portable medical kit can handle. I'll have you feeling better soon. All
Good, so
done.
these guys are still...
You can fill out a service questionnaire at the front
Still on my
desk.
side. And I think... Oh, shh. What the...
Lasers on.
Where did you go?
Welcome. Maybe I can help you.
With contact.
Where are you? Good, okay.
Zone sweep. Checking attack angles. I am not a threat.
Okay, so we're actually just double check. Just I need to double check my goals. This is a trap. This is absolutely a trap. If you think about it, it's kind of obvious. Just as Dal comes in, apparently this guy manages to make his way to the trauma center and apparently is being accosted by phantoms. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Okay, so I need to go. So I need to go to the lobby anyway, so I shall make a sprint for it.
Notify.
Yeah, I'm kind of wasting my time looking at the what do you call it? Trying to hack the operators. Anyway, just excuse me for a sec. I'm just going to quickly check the stream. Just want to double check that I am discoverable. Just want to double check that I am discoverable. Alright, yeah, so I can be seen. Just want to double check that I am discoverable. Okie doke. Okay, so yeah, I'm still debating. I mean, it is. I've got hacking 4, so it is kind of worthwhile sometimes hacking the military operators, because if you can turn them on each other, then once they get destroyed, will give me more Q-beam and disrupt the gun ammunition. So it can be useful, but at the same time, it is a bit of waste of time. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to avoid them actually. And I need to get them to the lobby for us to walk straight into the trap. What do you call someone who walks into a trap knowing that it's a trap? Suicidal? Nuts? Or Morgan you? I don't know. Okay. Enemies? Yeah, so there's a heck of a lot of coral towards the end of the game. So luckily, we don't seem to have run into any major enemies right now. And the good thing is that the operators will fight the phantoms and the technopath mode. Actually, I don't know what happens when a military operator meets a technopath. Unstoppable force meaning unimmovable objects? Or what do you want to call it? Okay, so this is a trap. Should I lock it? I don't know. Let's see, so take a bit of care. Sometimes this gets funky. So let me kind of show you a way to be stealthy here. So there, look at this. You can hear them. You can hear them. Yeah. So we could try to stealth this guy. So there's 2. The important thing is to get rid of the. What the hell was that? They're moving somewhere very quickly. This is kind of concerning. Maybe a phantom?
Morgan?
Morgan?
Hurry up, man!
Where are you supposed to be, pal?
Ah! My arm's broken!
Actually, I'm not sure
I
if
need some help!
Yeah, okay, fine.
Hello, nice to see you.
I mean, we need to close this off. The best way to do it is to dump something heavy in front of it, but I just need to find something heavy without getting caught by the operators.
Zone tag and stamped. Resume.
Oh, so there's 2 there. There's a 3rd one there, and there'll be more. If you hack them while the dispenser is still active, it's pointless. It will just regenerate another one. And if he comes up, and the thing is, time stops. So that's a bit of a cheesy game mechanic. Time stops while you're hacking, which shouldn't be the case, to be honest. It should be more like Dying Light's lockpicking mechanism, where the enemies are still very much active while you're trying to do this. Although with hacking, you could kind of simulate that it's happening at the speed of light, so maybe, yeah, maybe.
Hello, nice to see you.
Oops. Okay, so that's those two. So it's worth getting hacking for just for this, to be honest. Just so you can turn these things on your side. It's not very useful throughout the main game, but it really comes into its own right now. And besides, by the time you get to this stage, you should have more neural mods that you can poke a stick at. Z? Okay, go. Ooh, nearly bounced there. If there's anything I detest about the end game, the hacking game rather, is that you bounce off everything and it just sends you to Kingdom Come.
Did you intend to damage him?
Something happened. I think our mission, our objective to rescue Luth, the what's his name, the crew member, has been revealed to be fake. Okay, so that's that. So they're going to kind of fight each other. Should give us enough room to try and do this, something about this. Oh, really? Don't bounce away, please. Bench will do. A bench will do. Oh, come. Oh, whoa, whoa. Don't do this to me.
Obstruction detected.
Well,
Please clear
maybe
aperture
I can
of
help you.
debris.
Okay, that should take care of those two. Are you active? No, you're on my side, good. So they kind of killed each other, basically.
Suit integrity damaged.
Oh,
My mistake. Diagnosing. Superficial injuries. Nothing a portable medical kit couldn't handle. Try to relax. Good as new. Please fill out a patient experience questionnaire so I can serve you better next time.
okay, so we should be done, right? We should be done. Let me just quickly dump this, just in case. Just being kind of paranoid, but the last thing you want is just... So do we still have that objective? No, we've kind of finished it. So while I was hacking, it revealed that this was a trap. That's alright, we're done. Okay, so we kind of tried to save this guy, but it was... Of course it was a lie. And the thing is, I'm not sure if we've come here. No, we haven't. So this person kind of made it in, and the card was difficult to find. There's just a bit of loot. It's useful. It's particularly useful because it tends to be medical. SI related. But not the most important thing in the world. Alright, so we've kind of tried to rescue this guy. Didn't quite work out as you would have thought. And now we have to go see Ikwe. He'll tell us what he wants us to do. 0451. which is to incapacitate. What's his name? Dao. And she wants to talk to
In
us.
some ways, I wonder if Dahl is worse than the Typhon.
Philosophical. Anyway, so she doesn't want to
Morgan.
talk to us. He does.
Morgan, I was worried Dahl or his rescue team had intercepted you.
They are NCA-9 black box operators, not a rescue team. Rescue is not among their list of commands.
January, not now.
Yes, of course. But Dahl, his arrival may help us, as long as you have not killed him. You see, Dahl, he's a recipient of several neuromods, a standard array of combat, tactics, interrogation mods. As I'm sure you know, your father, the board, is very thorough.
Dr. Igwe, please present your conclusion to Morgan.
Igwe, if there is a point.
Well, yes. You see, Dahl's mods are early C-series betas and vulnerable. As such, he has old-school thinking on some matters. If we remove them, he may forget his mission here, yet we would still have access to the shuttle and a way home, provided his piloting knowledge remains intact. It's a risk, but worth taking, I think. He'll have to be subdued, of course. I'm afraid that task falls to you.
There is no one else alive on the station who can pilot the shuttle.
It's worth a try. And there's been enough killing.
It's kind of interesting because you would have thought that there'd be plenty of people who should be able to pilot the thing. Or worst case, you should be able to just give yourself a neural mod.
Is this a joke?
No, there is no humor to be found here, especially on Twitch. Oh wait, we found something. Thermal shielding. Okay, what? Why am I still carrying? Why am I still using this? No wonder. I still have the potion ones. This is bad. Okay. Knockdown, EMP damage. I think I need to etheric shielding. Refurb. Okay, this one's important. Oh, I do want the thermal one, but I'm torn now. Yeah, okay. It's nice, but it's not that important.
Morgan, hook up some more supplies. Take what you need, and don't be shy about using it. I don't think they will.
Okay, thank you.
Good evening,
There's plenty of
Talos.
food there for you
As a
guys.
reminder, all personnel
And I will use up a suit repair kit.
complete monthly physicals during their stay aboard Talos 1. Dr. DeVries promises to make them as quick and painless as possible.
So we need to get into the shuttle bay. What about this? Right. So it's the shuttle bay, which is down here. Hopefully there won't be any dispensers around there. The shuttle bay will of course...
No echoes.
Why am I hearing military operators? Anyway. So the shuttle bay will be quite infested with phantoms actually. I haven't cleared it out at all in this run. Normally I would, but I didn't in this run, so it should be interesting. We should see a whole bunch of operators fighting against a whole bunch of phantoms. Maybe even a nightmare. Should make for a good sight. I'm hoping they do, actually. I'm really hoping they do. Oh, and there's a technopath here as well. So we'll find out the answer to what happens when a technopath meets a military operator. Can they hack each other? Okay, so see, okay, we got our wish. So we've got a operator. Phantom just got blown to bits. So it looks like the operators are easily superior to the phantoms. Other than a technopath, which I think should have been around there. Normally there's a technopath there. And the turrets friendly.
Requesting new operator.
And yeah, you can see the dispenser there. That needs to go.
And VOD-CN9 black box operator ready to deploy. Please stand clear of aperture.
Will you? Oh, bloody hell. Flipped over. Let me go into the bathroom. Can I? There's no escape out of here though. That's a problem. But I can simply hack you, and you guys can fight each other. So it's a great option to have when you're cornered. I was hoping that they go back to patrols, but yeah, it's probably foolish going to the bathroom. But I just wasn't sure if I could go into the other offices because you need a card for those. Okay, that's that. So those two, they should begin to fight each other pretty soon. I wish there was a way to avoid having to play the hacking minigame every single time. Just because I know it's hella boring. Yeah. I just feel, yeah. I wish there was a way not to do this. I know it'll probably be boring as hell to anybody who comes across this stream, but yeah, it's just kind of what happens with this game towards the end. And just because it keeps dispensing military operators, just makes it a pain.
Perimeter secure. Resume.
Stop shooting him. He's friendly now, you idiot. Okay, so they're all on the outside now. I just need to get a couple of crates in here. Couple of bits of luggage. Yeah, you'll do. Once you get that aperture closed off, then... Oh, come on, really? It's just fiddly. I wish it was as simple as just firing a bit of glue. Because if you think about it, it should be the case. No? Alright, luckily they're fighting each other. Now I just need to sit this here. What? I didn't know that was possible. Okay, so there won't be much looting going on in this just because don't want to waste time. So there is a way. This is a quick way to get into the pilot lounge and things like that, in places like that. So in escape pods. Normally you can go around it. Ooh, crap. I want to kind of...
Perimeter check. I've got engaging.
Alright. Do I have a keycard? No, I don't actually. Where would the keycard be?
Warning, suit integrity damaged.
You know what? I'm just going to... Once you start the hacking minigame, you can't stop it. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to wrench the other guys. Getting tired of this rubbish. No more hacking. Just going to wrench. I'm getting zapped myself. Okay. More ammo. Thank you.
Obstruction detected.
Excellent.
Please clear aperture of debris.
Excellent. That is precisely what I wanted.
No echoes.
Where is the key?
Requesting new operator.
Oh crap. So there's two things to be done here. We need to
CN9 black box operator ready to deploy. Please stand.
where are you here? So the pilot lounge is around here. We have the code. We found that earlier in I forget where, but we found it earlier. No mimics. Shuttle event. Okay, so it's, there's I think a bit of information to be found here. Allow me to listen. Yeah, log. No? Why would you let me listen?
Steve, this is Captain Hale, Shuttle Exalt. I'm trying to hail the bridge, getting zip. Can you confirm, please? I have some system malfunctions. It's across the board. It's hard to make sense. I need to park ASAP. Recommend security detail when I come in. Hearing some noise in the cabin. Shit, what's going on?
Okay, so there I think it's a duplicate of what we've already heard. Oh wait, it's a bit late, but we should use it anyway. Oh, bloody hell. So yeah, I think why was I not able to hear the log? Because there's something interesting there. It tells you about yeah, there's a bit of a story there that we should have been able to hear. But anyway, if we go down to the escape pods. Oh, there are a couple of people trapped in the escape pods, which I think should do. This is all things that I should have done by clearing out the shuttle bay earlier.
Hello? Is someone... I'm in the escape pod with Emanuela de Silva. We're stuck in the launch tube. The hatch on the outside is supposed to blow when the pod launch initiates, but I guess the bolt's misfired. Could you help us out? You'd have to EVA to get the hatch off from the outside. I know it's a lot to ask. I don't know what else to do. Sit here and starve, I guess. There's an override switch behind the panel to force a pod launch. But don't hit that until the outside hatch is off. We'd be blown to bits.
Yeah, so Frank Jones was the guy who sent that mistaken email to Emmanuel, who then went outside to try and change the sign, what the signboards were saying, which we finished off. So yeah, he sent the email and the guy went out. He tried to actually. Whatever, I'm gonna take a drink. Right, so they tried to get out. And yes, the escape pods are broken.
Mayor, did you hear that?
Yeah, I heard it.
Send an operator.
That's what I'm doing, Niels. It's not responding. None of them are.
Was it those things? Did they shut the air off?
I don't know.
It doesn't matter though, right? I mean, it should be hours before we run out.
No, Niels. The system is working in reverse. It's pulling oxygen out of the air. We've got 10 minutes. Tops.
What? But...
Alright, so what was happening is that the shuttle bay was oxygen free. It was... Somebody had actually a technopath, which I was kind of alluding to, but the technopath is gone. The technopath had actually modified the air supply system to remove air. Let's chip in there. How do I get in? I wish there was a way. This doesn't work. I think you need the Typhon power to become a cup or something like that, or to pull things out of by telepathy or. And there's a couple of mimics in here. Any more? No, that's it. So anyway, we kind of bypassed the entire story here. I feel bad actually. So these guys aren't gonna get rescued. I feel bad. Oh well. Oh well, oh well. That's my fault. So yeah, there would have been a technopath that had been taken over the shuttle bay. The technopath would have caused all kinds of issues. But yeah, including the loss of air and stuff like that. There should be there should have been a whole bunch of phantoms down towards the bottom. So you can kind of get down. Oh, there's operators there as well. Alright, so there's two things for us to do. One is to extend the bridge, which we can now do because we've got access to this place. That one is worth getting into. Although I do wish there was a way to there was a recycler, which is at the bottom though. Let me just pick this up. That should fully upgrade our Q-beam. Okay, that's good. So yeah, I keep repeating, but I feel bad that I didn't come here. This... I'm not sure what it does. Whoa, that was quick. Ooh, 0.54, I didn't realize. Okay, so yeah. This is useful to have. Yeah, so that was the people trapped in the escape pod. Normally I would try to rescue everybody, but you know what? Can't be done. Can't be helped. Oh. And I think that's it. Yeah, there's no other way to get in here other than to actually find the card. So it took a little while actually, because you need to find the code to the pilot room, to the pilot lounge, which we find separately. But yes, so this is broken. So now, when the technopath and the phantoms took over the shuttle bay, then these people shut down the grab shafts. So, strictly speaking, I don't care. You just glue your way up. There. Hey. Oh crap! And there's a dispenser. Coming out?
Aperture cleared. Operator deployment resuming. Obstruction detected. Please clear aperture of debris.
Oh crap!
Obstruction detected. Please clear aperture of debris.
You dropped down. Okay, fine. Fine. That should take care of this.
Obstruction detected. Please clear aperture of debris. N-CN9.
Suit integrity damaged.
Please stand clear of aperture.
Weapons called.
Ooh. That was an enemy. So it looks like the aperture wasn't quite as close as I thought it was.
So I can assist you. Zones.
Let me partake in some food. Great chance to clear out my inventory.
Checking attack angles.
Uh-huh. So it looks like the game is a little bit wonky right now. It's kind of...
Don't hide. I'm programmed to assist zone sweep. Checking attack.
Yeah, it's a little bit... seems to be stuttering a little bit, not sure why. Oh. See? Uh-huh. Yeah. Cool. No wave? No wave is fine.
Point of origin.
Yes, there's a chipset here actually. Impact. Impacts. I've already got this, I think. Knockbacks? Yeah, that's fine. Okay, that's that. It's just emails. Yeah, so what happened was that these two were in a relationship. Mia got cut off below, and he managed to crawl into a what we call it, into an enclosed workspace, and he had to abandon her. So anyway, not much to be done there with that lovey-dovey story. Let me use that and drink that.
All units. And authenticate.
And let me get a repair part. I should be able to just repair this now. Well, it's missing another 1%, but who cares? It's just 1%. I dropped something. I don't know where it's gone.
Alpha check.
Aperture cleared. Operator deployment resuming.
This must.
Obstruction detected. Please clear aperture of debris.
Oh no, it didn't. It bounced back. It bounced back.
Obstruction detected.
This must
Please clear
block this.
aperture of debris.
Oh, really?
Requesting new operator. N-CN9 black box operator ready to deploy. Please stand clear of aperture.
I wish there was a way to destroy the dispensers.
Obstruction detected.
Excellent.
Please clear aperture of debris.
Finally. It's seriously annoying. A few Q-beams. Well, I guess the positive is that we get a whole bunch of Q-beams.
New operator.
Oh no, don't do this.
N-CN9 black box operator ready to deploy. Please stand clear of aperture.
I guess it didn't quite work as well as I thought it should. Okay, this must work now though. This time it must work. Fine, okay, this must work. And I think there should be a couple of operators here as well. That's it. Apologies if the game is kind of glitching. Okay, so Q is done, Maghreb is done. That's done. That's done. And that's done. So glue gun, you know what? I don't care about the glue gun. It's just not worth caring about. What about here? Any enemies? Oh, a shotgun. Right, volunteer flight. Interesting, board members. Not much can be done about this though. You, Mia Bayer, Scott Parker. This is the guy who found that little incident that we saw in the bridge.
Frank, you in there, man? What's wrong with these pods?
I don't know.
What do you mean you don't know? It's your job to know, damn it. You inspected them, right?
Yes.
Then why the hell is the launch sequence doing jack shit?
I don't know, Drew. I'm sorry.
What about your pod? Open up.
I can't do that.
What are you talking about?
Bolts in the outside hatch misfired. We're stuck in the launch tube.
Ugh! You didn't wait for anyone else, you son of a bitch! I hope you starved to death in there!
Yeah, so people weren't happy. People weren't happy. But you know what? We don't care. Right now, what we want to do is get down into that little jetway that we extended. And get C21 Dahl. Ooh, somebody had disruptor ammo in the luggage. That is interesting. I think that would fall under hazardous goods under any definition. Try taking ammunition into interplane and see how it goes for you. Not very good, I would suggest.
No alien material detected.
Okay, so the problem is spoilers. Actually, I won't spoiler. We're already. So we're trying to find out here, right? Let's close that. So they're well stocked. So they kind of can't get in here. Oh, can we? We can. This is normally this is where I initially thought the troops came in, but Dahl's cargo hold. There isn't, yeah. There aren't any troops. They're purely relying on automated on the operators.
Commander Dahl, this is William Yu, acting chairman of the TranStar Board of Directors.
I will need your credentials to authorize this mission.
Of course. My authentication sign is Zeta Invictus Emperor Tangerine.
Sign checks out. Good morning, Director Yu. Shuttle is hot and holding orbit. Awaiting mission parameters.
You must secure every piece of Cobalt clearance level technology and research aboard Talos 1. Then eliminate all TranStar personnel.
All personnel.
No survivors.
It's your show. And their funeral.
Payment will be deposited into 6 separate Benelux accounts. After you transmit evidence of success.
I leave my operator feeds on. Just keep watching.
We strongly advise deploying your technical officer to a station router inside the firewalls first. Ideal site would be Psychotronics.
Yes, I've seen the schematics, Mr. Yu. Goodbye.
You will destroy this transmission after.
And it didn't. So if we wanted to kind of bring down TranStar, then that's kind of excellent data. I think, is it on Dal? I wonder if it's on Dal. Because this keycard should be somewhere here, I think. But anyway, so we have a new mission now. So we have to make our way into... Where is it? Where is... Oh, here we are, Psychotronics. It's easy enough. Oh, okay, that seems to be random. Because last time it was the hardware section. That's fine. Are you an enemy or a friend? Oh well, so the entire bottom floor is just not.
Warning,
Shit.
suit integrity damaged.
He's firing at me. Whatever. You know, you can take a hike. I can strafe your shots. So anyway, you can. I mean, I've been hacking them, I've been destroying them, but frankly, you can just avoid them. Or you can try sneaking around. But the thing, if you want to destroy them or hack them, then the thing you have to do is take care of the dispensers. The problem is you can't destroy the dispensers, which is really annoying. You can destroy pretty much anything else. You can destroy the operators, you can destroy grav shafts, you can destroy recyclers, but you can't destroy the dispensers. That's a problem. And you can't even hack the dispensers. You can't even attempt it. I mean, it says that, well, Dal's equivalent of January, his technical quote-unquote as they called it, he's controlling the entire station, so maybe that's an excuse for not being able to hack the dispensers, but still.
I'm told my ops are hidden as an HR expense in the TranStar books. It's true. I do solve people problems. Your workmates hiding in the cargo bay are going to suffocate in a few minutes. Maybe you can save them, but you'll have to come out of the walls, Rat. Life support. The clock is ticking.
Okay.
Morgan! Dal's cut off oxygen to the cargo bay. There's nothing I can do from here, and none of the doors are responding. Atmosphere controls are in life support. If you can help, do it quick, or this is the last time we'll be talking.
Oh, nightmare. Okay. That's fine. The operators can play with the
right
nightmare.
To be alarmed, though her assessment is mistaken. Dahl is manipulating the oxygen and nitrogen mixture. With nitrogen flooding into the atmosphere, anyone in the cargo bay will asphyxiate far more quickly than had he simply cut the oxygen. I suspect they'd already be dead if Dahl weren't trying to use them to manipulate you.
Okay, so let's go to... We have to save the people in life support. And that's where we'll also find Dahl. And then after that's done, we'll take the station back from Dahl's technical. So... Yeah. There's a couple of things that do come up. I mean, you just saw the nightmare appear at the lobby, and he took care of a few operators there. So it's kind of interesting, you know, things do come to a head. So you've got the Phantoms versus the operators versus you, Morgan Yu. I thought that when we went into the shuttle bay, there'd be a technopath. But, well, yeah, I guess not. I guess not. Because there is a technopath there when you first go into the shuttle bay. Well, okay, yeah, but I guess the shuttle coming in would have superseded that. It's a bit of a shame, I think, because it would have been quite fun to see the Technopath actually take over the shuttle, and probably Dahl's operator, if you think about it. Maybe there's a medical bot here. There should be.
Welcome. Maybe I can help you.
Why, thank you.
All done.
Yeah, I'm just going to use up a suit repair kit. I picked them up very quickly. So, oh shit. Actually, are you? There's something interesting about these guys. Actually, they're not active. I'm not sure if it's a bug in the game or kind of a bug within the transfer operating systems. These guys are worth hacking though. Okay. Just trying to concentrate here. So apologies if I'm not, if I'm kind of sounding nonsensical. But the end game is kind of sometimes stressful. Oops. That's fine. Are you? Yeah. You're more useful to me when you can provide me with ammo. 57 Q-beam cells. Okay, that's useful. That's really useful. So they took care of Typhon. So if anything spawns there, they'll take care of him. They'll take care of that. Okay, so somebody killed this thing. So I know what Dahl is. We've already cleaned up the air, so I'm not sure if that's preempting something. Is he going to be here? Or is he going to be elsewhere? Actually, I wonder if... Because what we did was, when we recycled the air, that shut down the entire oxygen supply. Oh, he's there. Oh, he's seen us and he's cutely trying to shoot us. We're not too worried about him, to be honest. Oh, really? Where are you, Dahl? Hey, where's Dahl? Oh no, he's run off. Sneaky bugger. Where are you? Ah, bloody hell. Okay, we could manufacture something, but... Oh, what? We got... When we did the work before...
Morgan, the air's flowing again. I can breathe. And I hope this means Dahl can't. Thank you. A little longer and... Never mind. Elazar out.
Okay, so this hasn't been the most elegant situation. We should have knocked out Dahl before we did this. So that locks it in. And that's that. So one of the things that this did was it kind of forced you to pick between giving taking air away from the power plant, or the psychotronics section. But there is another option that
Sierra
we could use.
revealed nothing.
What? He's come back here, has he? Are you stupid or something? Where are you, Dal? He's stupid.
Morgan, you did it. I'll arrange transport with the medical operator. Then we can see about removing his neuromod. And hopefully, gaining his shuttle in the process.
I thought I'd have to chase him all around the station. But anyway, like I was saying, so you had a broken regulator, and you can either repair it as you saw then, or you can take one of the other ones. Alternatively, there's a third option, which is if you clear out this level, then you have the plans for this. So I think if I look at the plans, there, here we are. So we found it on one of the corpses, in one of the sections. Oh, how rude! Don't interrupt. I'm streaming on Twitch. So anyway, so that's the third option. That's the kind of hidden option. You go to one of the manufacturers and create one and come back. So I don't think there's anybody alive in power plant, and I don't think there's anybody alive in psychotronics. So it shouldn't have mattered, but still. There is the guy in psychotronics, the prisoner. The prison, yeah, he's still there. Oops. And look at me, still looting right at the end of the game. I'm unable to stop myself. So anyway, the operators are still around. But we just need to get ourselves to psychotronics in order to deal with January. Not January. Dal's technical. Because it controls the station right now. And I'm not going to bother with... Ooh, somebody killed my operators. Oh no, you're there. Where's the other one? Oh, okay, you guys can sort it out. Oh shit. What are you? Telepath. Why didn't you see me? That's interesting. I'm surprised this thing didn't see me. Oh, bloody hell, more. Actually, let me drink these things. I'll drink to that. Oh, what? Are you... What? Ah, I can't tell which one's friend and which one's not. More loot? What happened to my... Yeah. Whatever. Oh. Yeah, stupidly walk into the explosion. I'm being careless, extremely careless right now. I apologize for that. It's supposed to be expert gameplay, but I'm kind of just completely rushing through it.
Again, Dr. Yu. Diagnosing.
Shut up and heal me.
Abrasions, fatigue. Nothing life-threatening. Good.
And I can't be bothered going and finding an operator. An engineering operator. Okay, so check out the missions. Let's see. We got him. Igor will tell us. Escape attempt. Where's... Wait, what? Oh no, here we are. Psychotronics. Psychotronics. That means the lift. Back up to the the lobby. And then drop down into psychotronics. The nightmare should be gone, or... But if it's still there, we'll get another chance to destroy another one. That's what, the fifth or sixth one? But they're kind of easy once you've got all the chips and fully upgraded weapons and all the neuromods. Combat trans, put into psychoscope rather, and fully upgraded shotgun, and it's dead within one clip. Or one clip, or 11 or 12 shotgun runs. It's usually finished by then. So anyway, this should take us up to the lobby, and from there it's a quick sprint, maybe avoiding enemies, to get into psychotronics. to the lobby. The architecture of the station is actually quite nice. You do get a
Good
sense
evening,
of scale.
Talos. A word from our security chief, Ms. Alazar.
Come on,
To
let me
protect your co-workers' privacy, security terminals are reserved for authorized uses only. If you're not wearing a blue uniform, you're probably not authorized.
So, yeah, like I said, the previous time this technical was in the hardware section. So it seems to be randomized across the station. Although I've only played it, what, twice? So I don't climb.
Scanning target, no type.
So yeah, psychotronics. We've got a couple of operators here, so worst case scenario. If we take a hammering, we should be fine. And I don't think there's a couple of dispensers as well, isn't there? So yeah. But we want to come down, make a quick run for the technical, and yeah, get back to Dahl. He'll also be in psychotronics, I think. Either that or the neuromod division. No, I think he'll be down in psychotronics near the morgue. Yeah. I will find out. Well, they'll tell us, I'm sure. But yeah, the end game does kind of get either very lengthy if you're taking a lot of care, kind of stressful if you're trying to force things.
Dr. Yu, Dr. Igwe, we have the subject, Dal, and his life signs are stable. Thank you. We are prepping him in the neuromod division now. Come as soon as you can.
Oh, look at that. My little tower is still around. Amazing.
Scanning target, no alien material detected.
We might find a... Oop, forget you. I ain't interested in a little mimic. Science operator. Okay. Not very useful to me right now. And you got blown up. Where?
Hello.
Where is a little friend? Oh, it doesn't tell us, does it? It's not telling us. We have to find him. Oh no, the looking glass station. Oh, that's in the director's office. Yeah, we can get there. Oh, what the? If I don't use the combat trance now, when the hell am I going to use it? There was another mimic. You can have that and give me that, and I'll quickly use it. So you're fully upgraded, you're fully upgraded. I know it doesn't matter, but just for looks, it's a golden gun. Whoa. Please swing at this damn thing. Thank you. And good. That should allow me to clear up some inventory space. Although why the hell am I bothering with resources right now? I couldn't tell you. So the operator should be here.
All major servers and terminals are locked down. Rip and intercept protocols are in operation. Searching access patterns within the last 3 hours. Progress estimate 63%.
Why is that
Affirmative. Resuming.
Hello. Can I hack you actually? Can I hack you?
Data vault.
That will be interesting. Wait, I've never tried this. Can we hack this guy? Wow. Well. Maybe that will turn all the operators on that side then. That would be interesting. Or maybe it just does nothing, we'll find out. Are you on our side now?
Doors are working again, Morgan. Nice work. I'm taking what's left of my crew to the atmosphere controls and life support. We're going to clear out Dal's shit-can operators and make sure there are no more mishaps with the air on this station.
21, ripped. Ghost Job Intercept D operation.
Al populated his entire crew with customized operators. He made the mistake of hanging his hopes in a machine. Passion blood is messy, Morgan, but it's the only thing that matters in the end. Well done. Our blow just kicked in.
Deleted.
You mean the Arboretum? I have important work to do.
I wonder, are there military operators on our side now? I want to check this out, actually. I want to check this out. I might take some damage, but hell. Are you friendly now? They're all friendly. Wow. When you look at that, wonders never cease.
Hello, nice to see you.
That's amazing. Cool. I didn't even know you could do that. What? Oh, it's you. There you go. They work for us now. That's amazing. I don't care about any poltergeists or whatever. I'm just going to leg it. So what's left then?
Niels, where are you?
Escape
What?
pods. Can you get to us?
No. We cut the power to the lifts to keep those damn things from getting up to the control room.
Well, we're all stuck here anyway. We can't get these pods open.
I don't understand.
I'll keep spamming the security computers with help requests. Maybe someone will notice eventually.
Yeah, maybe.
Okay, so it's Neuromod division rather. That's the room where the initial filming was done. So I don't think I can do anything about it. It just wouldn't make any sense. So sorry guys, you can stay in your escape pod. So I would have liked to, but I kind of forgot to scout out the shuttle bay. I keep saying it, but yeah, I don't know why I forgot about it. Because there's a lot of goodies down on the bottom floor as well, so it's well worth getting to. Oh well. So anyway, yeah, we'll just brain wipe Dal. I'm not sure if that's ethical at all, and it really isn't, to be honest. It's been done against his will, but then again, this entire operation is being done in a completely unethical manner. You've got volunteers, quote unquote, being consumed by tentacle monsters, and they get the hentai treatment, and you've got people being brain wiped, including Morgan Yu. And yeah, this entire affair is just nasty. So it really falls on us to decide whether we want to destroy the station, or if we want to try to preserve the knowledge in the operation by simply destroying the coral. But we'll come to a choice soon enough, I suppose. So let's see, Neuromod, just get up there. Just quickly get in. No enemies? Cool. And I don't think there should be anything inside here. And if there is, hopefully the operators will take care of them for us. So I think our destination is that room where we initially see that chair, where they do the Neuromod removals. That's strange because last time it was down in psychometrics or the place where we just been. I keep always confusing the terms between psychoscope and psychometrics. But yeah, I think it's psychometrics. If it isn't, then whatever. So apologies to anybody whose OCD comes across that and keeps and possibly gets upset at my misuse of terminology. Oh, look at that. You're a technopath. So, oh no, okay, so it doesn't take over. So what's happening? You know what? I hate technopaths. Leave my operators alone, buddy. Wait, who's shooting me? Who's shooting me? Oh, these guys' enemies. Are you hostile? No, don't tell me you're hostile, please. Just when I thought everything was fine. Really? My disappointment is immeasurable. And I'm going to take it out on you. Well, I suppose I kind of blew myself out just there. That was incredibly disappointing. I thought that these things were on our side now. And it would have been amazing if the game had actually taken that into account. It would have been absolutely amazing. What about you? Or whatever. I don't like you anymore. I used to like you, but then you guys turned on me. Now I'm going to simply harvest you for Q beams. Actually, yeah. I'm stingy. I don't want to use up repair materials. Oh. Don't. I always get afraid when I fall. I've got too many memories of falling down before I got my jump. Oh, that's bad. 1. Yep. That was too high. And now we should just be able to get there, okay. Oh, I didn't clear out... Oh, I didn't clear out this area either. Because, yeah. I didn't clear out fabrication. Oh well. There's not much point doing it in there. I didn't even restore power to this. Bloody hell. Bloody hell, I don't know, what am I doing? Where are you? Which level? Yeah, I didn't even clear this out, did I? Just terrible. Utterly terrible. The volunteer testing. Oh, the medical bay, that's right, this is where it is. See, I need to restore power. It should be... where? Where is the power? Oh, right behind the... yeah, okay. Or is it? I kind of came in here, but I didn't complete the entire circuit. Oh, there's poltergeist, yeah. Alright, so I'll deal with the poltergeist. Fine. You wanna be like that? Go ahead. Come on, poltergeist. Got a nice recycling charge waiting for you right now. I have a nice recycling charge with your name in it. Oh, bloody. And here's the power. What I want to do is make sure that I have enough hit points to survive any potential electrocution. Oh, what? Wrong button. Because the floor is lava.
Morgan, we're in life support now. It's all clear. Air's normal across the board. I lost some good people fighting the black boxes. And Dal wasn't here. If you see him before I do, make him pay. Elazar out.
Oop. Okay. Took a bit of damage. Electricity is restored? Oh, what the... It's ironic that I'm using the glue gun against the mimics right at the end of the game. Kind of ironic if you think about it. I've only got, what, 1,000? 2,000 ammo. So let's see. I think this leads us into... yeah, the place where we've been. Are you poltergeist? Yeah? Come along, baby. I know where you are. Oh, well, I'd like to know where you are. I know you're here, though. And I know you're going to cause me... oops. Did it not? It disappeared once again. Aha, gotcha. That's the way to deal with the poltergeist. Well, as it happens, it's recycle all the things anyway. Okay, so... actually, did I even need to come in here? No, actually I didn't. What an idiot. No, I didn't. Yeah, here we are. There should be a voltaic. Maybe this guy took care of it. Maybe I took care of it. No, this guy's took care of it. And there is a medical operator
Good to see
here.
you again, Dr. Yu. Diagnosing.
Heal me,
bruising,
baby.
Abrasions, fatigue. Nothing life-threatening. All done. Please fill out a patient experience
No, I
questionnaire
cleared it
so I
actually.
can serve you better next time.
Just look at the loot. It was me.
Dr. Yu. Morgan. I was afraid you wouldn't make it. The subject, doll, has been secured. I believe I've isolated the correct neuromod. It is essential we say as little as possible of what has happened on the station and focus on the situation. Dahl, if memory serves, should resort to field training and react accordingly. He was never one to question orders. Ready when you are, Morgan.
Okay.
Remember, if this works, say nothing.
Can't see be able to stop. Okay, we are. We haven't. Although you
When
won't let us-
extracted, Dahl's memory should revert back to the inception date, and he should forget his assignment here.
Why can't I?
Dr. Yu? Ready when you are.
I don't seem to be able to do anything actually. Okay, here we are. Okay, and now it doesn't work anymore. Okay, that's better. Okay.
If you're worried about the Geneva protocols, you have my word. I will say nothing about who performed the procedure. I am at risk as well, you know.
That's alright, I'm happy to accept the responsibility. Why? What's wrong with this? Yeah, okay, fine. Oh, come on, really?
Dr. Yu. Morgan.
Why? I'm not sure what's going on here. Let me just quickly save and reload. Something's gone funky. Hopefully this should reset. Oh, here we are. Okay, that's better. That's much better. Yeah, okay. And we shall perform this.
What? Who are you? Your father's been asking about you. And Alex. Why am I restrained?
Commander, Dahl, I am Dr. Igwe, Chief Physician here.
I've seen your face in the company directory. Alex's Ed, the discredited parapsychologist.
Commander Dahl, you've suffered a severe head injury as a result of a crisis here on the station. We need to evacuate at once, but we couldn't leave without you. Are you able to pilot a shuttle?
What? Yes, of course I can pilot. Wait, what emergency? Is this Argus installation? Where's Casper?
I'm afraid there's no time to explain. We need to get to the shuttle bay and prepare for departure. TranStar mandate. Doctor, you can confirm.
Of course. Morgan, you look like shit. All right, let's get Daddy's precious child off the station, or TranStar will blackbox me.
Just need to check your vitals. Wouldn't want our pilot to faint.
There's nothing wrong with me.
So there you go, we've turned him against his erstwhile
We'll
masters.
meet you there, Morgan.
Okay, fine, okay. So let's see. That's that. Wait for them to contact us. Get to the Arboretum. This is where the real endgame begins.
It's by design that I can predict what you're going to do fairly often. And yet, this turn of events with Dahl, I'm impressed and surprised you've managed to find a way to get remaining crew off the station.
Well, thank you. I appreciate the compliment from, I suppose, myself. Okay, that's fine. There's no operators to loot. Okay, so next is the Arboretum. And then when we speak to Alex, that's when we'll find out why the coral is being built. I think it's been telegraphed well enough that we should kind of be able to predict what's going to happen. But yeah, I suppose if you haven't played the game, then I'm not going to spoil it. Okay. I think the end game of Prey doesn't really do it justice, or at least as much justice as the rest of the game did. Maybe it's just the need to, I suppose, bring the tension to a head. Maybe the writers felt that they had to do that. I'm not sure that I agree with it though. It's one of those things where you'd say, that it goes against the design of the rest of the game. Maybe if they'd built in the tension from the very beginning, say, like happened with System Shock 1. Or, please don't hit me. Please don't ambush me either. There's no nightmares, no technopaths, no telepaths. Okay, that's fine. Right, so if they'd done like System Shock 1 did, which is to have a global clock, so you can get resuscitated as much as you want, you can have as much repairs as you want, like we can now with Prey, but there's a global time limit of 4 hours. So if you go beyond, I think it's about 4 hours or so. So if you go beyond 4 hours, then what happens is that the station destroys the Earth. At least that was the overall premise of System Shock 1. But this doesn't have anything like that. You can take as long as you want to get rid of to meet the goals, just explore around. So there's no tension. There isn't as much tension as there is with System Shock 1. Because you just get hurt, you just go find a medical operator. Your suit gets torn up, then go find an engineering operator. They're always around. So there's not really much risk of dying. It's one of those things. So that really cuts back on the tension of the game, I think. Maybe it's a bit wanky or whatnot, or it's self-indulgent or whatever. But yeah, I just feel that they could have used a bit of a global clock. So, for example, if the growth of the coral was determined by that global clock, then that would make much more sense. Then there's a bit of a rush to get things done. But no, in this case, in Prey, everything is scripted. So certain things happen after certain missions, and if you take your time, then it doesn't really matter, does it? So let's see. Oh no, yeah, I'm disappointed. What the hell? Somebody killed something.
I repeat, contact lost.
Something destroyed something.
Perimeter check.
Somebody killed this thing though.
3, 6, 9.
Oh, excuse me. Where are you going? You're a military operator. Are you friendly? Seems to be. So it seems that some are friendly, it seems that some are not. And that's kind of confusing, to be honest. Oh, sorry about that. Thought I muted it, but I guess I didn't do it properly. Okay, so there is an engineering operator, which frankly I don't really care about right now. I'm just going to jump in here and then get up there. So this is kind of the cheap way to get up there. Forget the elevators. And what else is there? Okay. No, is that it? Wait. Am I in the wrong place? Let me check the goals. Arboretum is well. Is he upstairs? He shouldn't be. He might be downstairs, right here. Ah, here we are. That's right. We're just gonna drop a manual save. And that's where Alex was hiding all along.
I promised you my arming cape. All I ask is you hear me out first. And you can blow Talos 1 to pieces if that's what you think is best. I don't think you'll do it. I know. Because I used to think we couldn't be trusted to play with fire without burning the house down. But you convinced me. You showed me anything was possible, even if the price was steep.
Yeah,
that
don't blame
part
me.
of you is still in there. We can make history, Morgan. Not those leeches on the TranStar board of directors, not Mom and Dad. You and I. Just like we planned. We've got the data to confirm what you suspected. And Carl is broadcasting a neural signal. A secret message reaching to the stars. What I want to know is what is the message? And who is listening to it? I think you know. Ever since we first tested the Typhon neuromods, you've known. This fabrication plan is for the null-wave device prototype you conceived. It will hijack the Coral signal and use it to deliver a massive shock to every Typhon organism at once. Take it.
Actually, can't say. Alright.
And the army key, like I What? Morgan!
Yeah, that's what the purpose of the coral is. They mentioned that it was an antenna, so it was broadcasting home. E.T. call home. And yeah. And the thing is, it's a bit of an optional goal to save Alex. You can have a piece of paper. And it was kind of well supplied. Yeah. Don't think there's much we can take here. Other than just plain food or something. And what are you carrying? No, that's it. You're not carrying anything worthwhile. So yeah, he was here all along. All along he was here. It's one of those things where you wonder, why didn't he come out earlier? Yeah, and he's going to stay there nice and safe. So this thing, this ugly mother. So they wanted to give it a humanoid shape just to make it more feelful.
Thank you for what you did. You could have left me to die. It's more important than ever now that we finish this the right way. Take care of the null-wave device. I'll head for the bridge as soon as I catch my breath.
Okay, so we've got a choice now. So one is to go along with his plan, which is to fabricate the null-wave device. The other one is to destroy the power plant. Is to set the power plant to self-destruct the station. I'm going to remove this. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to save, because this kind of sets us on a path of no return, as it were. So null-wave device. Then we have to get out, so deep storage. So this thing has little tentacles. Yeah, tendrils that come after you if you move. They move kind of fast. Really? I wish you weren't so nasty. Yeah, so they kind of get in the way of the lobby as well. So there's two things we can do. One is this way, so rather. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fabricate that null-wave device. It doesn't really matter if we have it. Ooh, crap. Just want to make sure.
Suit integrity damaged.
I really wish that hacking that robot could actually turn the operators to our side. That would have been amazing, but yeah. What the? Yeah. Those tendrils kind of get in the way. So if you move too fast, they actually come for you. Or if you move. So one way to kind of avoid them is just to stop and do nothing. Or just move really slowly. So an interesting thing about this endgame is that the designers, they would have had to implement a proper microgravity system, because you can't really script all the things that are floating right now. So if you think about it, all of this was on the ground, so they had to have implemented this system. a general system where of how things float and whatnot. So yeah, it's kind of searching for us. Oh, the power's off. Right. So we can't really recycle anything, can't manufacture anything. Okay, so yeah, I thought we could do it here, but I guess we can't do it at this level. The option is to go down to the guts. Get out. We're strong enough that we can kind of beat up on the alien. Actually, what about this? Can we... Is the power on? Turn off power. Okay, no, so the power is on. The station as a whole is basically being crippled. Okay, so where do I need to go then? To the office? Deep storage maybe. Yeah, I'm guessing that this level is not... This level basically has no power now. I don't think it makes any difference. So this alien is just a little bit too big and too ugly. I do wish that the operators actually attack the alien. If they're going to be hostile to everything, then they should attack the alien. That would make things interesting. But yeah, you can see from the message there, the tendrils basically get attracted to movement. So if you move fast, then they'll come for you. So one way to get rid of them is the Q-beam. They are susceptible to the Q-beam. And it's good to use the Q-beam because they've got long range. The Q-beam reaches out to long range. And the last thing you want to do in microgravity is kind of get possibly attacked by that damn thing. You can only take what? 2 hits around 2 hits. Even at 300 HP. So it's not really advisable to mess around too much.
Morgan, you anticipated the kind of appeal Alex would make. Sibling bonds, history. You programmed me to refute him point by point. However, we can skip that. A Typhon the size of a skyscraper is currently eating Talos 1 for lunch. Ergo, Alex is wrong. Destroy the station, just as you planned. The blast will take the monster down with it.
Destroy the station? But didn't you hear him? The null wave. Alex is correct. It could work and preserve what we have learned here. We have to try.
Igwe, look at the alien outside the station.
Of course it's a risk, but we've seen the generator work. To destroy all this, to murder a species, and the research lost. It's...
January's right, Morgan. We can't let these things get back to Earth, even if one of them hit Earthside.
Morgan, please. Destroying the station should be the last option, not the first.
Yeah. The problem is that the choice at the end of the day doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter, unfortunately. Should I... Yeah. Yep, in the middle of this crisis I'm having some candy. Bloody hell. Feels imminently stupid. Okay. Left sports. So we're going to arm the keys. So if you set up the null wave transmitter, if you manufacture it, then what happens is that you go to psychotronics, and then you install it where the initial weaver was. You install it there, and then that will hijack the coral signal. And supposedly it succeeds, but then it turns out that all of it is pointless. So I'm going to take the destroy option, because if you actually install the neurotransmitter, the neurotransmitter, and go to the bridge, then the general knocks out Alex. And then what happens is that you can't really save Alex. Alex gets left on the station. So what I'm trying to do is destroy the station, but also save Alex. And the only way I think to do that is to
If the
avoid...
idea hasn't occurred to you, I'm sure it will eventually. Don't do it. I can't predict what would happen if you scan the Apex, but all my models point to suffering.
So yeah, the only way to... Oh, bloody hell, Dev.
Hello, nice to see you.
I was gonna say that they seem to have taken over my medical guy, but
Like
it seems to be okay.
There, all better.
I was just going to complain. But... So there you go. I've used 4 suit repair kits. 4 suit repair kits. Oh no. Come at me, bro. Where are you, bro? I too have a... Oh, bloody hell.
Skeletal trauma detected. Seek medical attention.
That's it? Ah, broken legs. That's annoying. There's... yeah, exotic material. So we did... So we're just gonna go and get our broken legs fixed. Oh no, he's survived.
Hello.
So anyway. So where did the exotic material come from? That's an interesting question. So, please fix my leg.
Diagnosing.
I hate the sound as it is, so...
Good as new. Don't forget to complete a patient questionnaire. Your feedback will be invaluable.
Okay, cool. But I just need to remind myself what I'm doing. Right, power plant. No? Oh no, it's a Weaver. You know what? Apparently, having a drink of alcohol... Oh, what? Having a drink of alcohol actually kills your fear. So I ain't afraid of you, I'm drunk. Oh, and I walked on fire. Visibility is terrible. Oh no, cystoidness. What the hell are you? Oh, is there something I can throw? Maybe this? Yeah, I'll just fire it at you. And you. Hey. My wrench is too strong. My wrench is just too strong for the alien. But yeah, it turns out that pretty much any phantom or any alien, any Typhon, is susceptible to just being disruptor gunned and then wrenched to death. So yeah, the wrench is the best weapon. As it turns out. The only thing that is invulnerable to that is the voltaics. It's because they're invulnerable to electricity. But other than that, oh yeah, and nightmares. But then again, those two guys, you just shotgun to death anyway, so. Or Q-beam or something like that. You can save the ammunition just for them. Okay. And I think I need to unlock this. Yes. I believe I do. Is there a mimic? No? Thought it might come for me. So if you kind of just avoid everything, it's not actually too difficult to get around, even with all this, even with the station being torn to pieces. If anything, you just need to run for it. Why are you unlocked? I was sure I'd locked it.
Welcome. Maybe I can help you. System
Oh, yeah,
alert.
Actually, you can. You
Diagnosing.
can.
There. All better. Please.
It's not really worth going out of your way for it, but
so I can serve you better next time.
I'm kind of wondering what will be down here. Maybe a techno path? Keypad is kind of out of the way. There you go. It's a cool feature that you can actually just do that. Okay, yep, okay. You're not too much of a problem. I'm not too worried about you. Excuse me for a sec. Okay, just resuming. Apologies for that. And yeah, we can take the smooth ride down. So I'm wondering if there's any enemies down here. If it's just a tendril, then it's an easy run. Yeah, everything's powered down. It's just a really easy ride down here. It's surprisingly easy for the end game. Aha. Why get knocked out on the floor?
The reconstruction is destabilizing.
Yeah.
They're lying to you.
Hurry.
Good work. The reactor's primed and capable of delivering close to 30 megatons. More than enough. I'll meet you on the bridge for the last part. Hurry, Morgan. There won't be anything left to detonate if we're too late.
So the problem is there's no actual time limit. So they say that you should hurry, but there's no actual time limit. Same with the final end game, the true end game. It actually tells you they give it away. They really do give it away. You just saw that. You just saw that just there, and it just makes it blatantly obvious what's going on. Something is really wrong. This is not really representative of what's taking place. So I think it wasn't. They didn't make a good choice right at the end. But yeah, it was a choice. Yeah, it was a choice that they made, and it's kind of one of the things where you just either like it or not. I just didn't think it quite fit in with the rest of the of the theme, I suppose. And this is the fastest way to get up there. Oh no. Yeah, that's fine. Kind of worked. Kind of worked. Not exactly the most orthodox fashion, but it kind of worked. So it's a fairly free run. I mean, nothing gets in your way. And we just have to get up to the bridge, and it's just a quick lift right up there. And that should be the end game. So it took surprisingly longer than expected. I expected that it would only take about an hour, but it's been what, 2.5? It will probably be 2.5 by the time everything is done. Yeah, so it's a bit longer than I expected. And to be fair, I didn't account for Dal's intervention. I was thinking that going to the office would automatically begin the choral sequence where the final the apex comes into existence. So I was wrong in that. Dal's little excursion took a little bit longer than I expected. But we just have to get up the bridge, and it's basically done deal. Oh wait. Yeah. So it's kind of our final use of the gun here. I don't think we'll be using it at all going forward. I'm not too worried about the tendrils. So yeah, nothing is a threat. The end game, despite the station being torn to pieces, despite us, well, despite the operators and everything else, sorry, the game's just being a little bit wonky.
Hello, good to see you again,
I'm not sure. I'm just going to wait here for a little while. Maybe the game needs to catch up or something. Not sure what's going on, but yeah. But the thing is, the end, there's very little risks at the end of the game. You just run around. If you have a few operators, just run past them. They're not very good at targeting. If you weave, you generally won't even get hit. And if you do, we've got how many suit repair kits? Each one repairs you 45. So divide however many we have, divided by 2. And that's how many times we can repair our suit back up to 100. So basically we're effectively invulnerable. As far as damage to health and suit, we're effectively invulnerable. So there's very little risk even at this juncture. Even with an alien tearing up the station, even with all the military operators, who should be on our side by the way, because we hacked Casper. That's broken. That's broken right there. But anyway, yeah, but back to the point. There's very little risk, which is a little bit disappointing. At this point we should be, if we're trying to do all this with the Apex Predator, we should be in really desperate straits. Each of those tendrils should be really difficult to deal with. There should be a hell of a lot more aliens there. Oh, look, the game's kind of glitchy, but yeah. The interesting thing is that they did kind of incorporate everything that happens into the vistas that you see out of the elevator. So here all the black is just that Apex Predator. So that's one thing that I really praise about the game. They took care of the visuals, things like the station orbiting around the sun, or vice versa. Apparently, relatively speaking, that is. Okay, so the game's a bit glitchy. So apologies if it looks kind of weird on the stream, but it's just a little bit twitchy and glitchy on my end. But yeah, the vistas are absolutely gorgeous. They really took their time in making sure that things would look nice. The exploration aspect is top notch. If you take the time to explore, you can generally find everything. You can generally get access to everything. So things like, even if you don't have the cards to the security stations, in the lobby, for example, you can shoot a little crossbow bolt at the door, and it will open. So there, that was really good. Alternatively, you can ride the pipes and get in through the ceiling, or you can just find the card. The only card that I haven't found in the game is the one to the IT security to the IT storage closet. I'll have to look it up, but I don't know why. Don't know why it doesn't quite work.
Submitted.
To the bridge now we're going. Okay, this is turret. This should be floating in space. We need to go this way, up to the bridge. The bridge is just beyond the little conduit that keeps zapping anything that goes past. So the thing to watch out for is just make sure that you're not getting ambushed by these things, because otherwise it's not much of a risk. I think that as long as you keep it within the standard speed levels, so if you're not sprinting or anything like that, it's not able to detect you. But the bridge should be just there, just beyond that. I don't think there's any
Good evening,
mimics.
Talos. Dinner is served in the cafeteria from 6 to 8 p.m.
Yeah, how about that? Let's go have some dinner. Interesting that the graph shafts still work. Oops. Whoa. What happened there? Somehow that accelerated me to some speed that I wasn't expecting. But the bridge. This is where the final decision is made. So January and Alex will have a confrontation, whatever path you choose, and you can't have a choice. So January will stay back. I think Alex will too. I'm thinking that I've seen it in other in YouTube videos of the other endings that Alex stays back if he decides to destroy the station. So maybe we can't save him. That's fine. Sorry about that.
Morgan, Igwe, what's the update on our patient?
Commander Dahl is making a speedy recovery and we are making our way to the shuttle bay. I've informed him of the threat to the station and...
Fine, Morgan, I'll meet you in the shuttle bay.
She kinda wants to cut to the chase. Okay, so the golden pistol. If we decide to shoot anybody, it will be with the golden pistol. Yeah, so if we install the Neuromod, oh, there's no console. Anyway, if you install the Neuromod device, neurotransmitter rather, there would have been a console here. And Alex and January would have had a confrontation over it. And January would have knocked Alex out. But here, we see the opposite.
What am I talking to?
Morgan.
Morgan? Maybe. I see a person who looks like Morgan, you.
Morgan, be cautious. Your brother is unstable. He may not permit you to activate the self-destruct. Also, he's armed.
Unstable? Is that a joke, operator? You've let this machine poison you. I wish you understood. I've bent the course of this entire station around what you wanted. I let you persuade me. And now you're gonna throw it all away? Just stop and think for one goddamn second, Morgan.
The safety is off on his firearm.
I think
So
you've said enough.
We can knock him out if we want to, but I want to let this play out.
I would never harm you, Morgan. Never. This machine, it had your voice. I knew from the video you'd done something with operators, but this? It's not too late, you know. We can still salvage this. You change your mind once, you can change it again. I won't stop you if you decide to end it all. I told you I wouldn't. So, what's it gonna be?
It's gonna be a dismantled pistol. So we've got a choice. I think I've taken care of the shuttle, yep. Why I chose landed, I don't know. It shouldn't. I could shoot him. It'd be fitting to shoot him with the captain's pistol. But you know what? Yeah,
Warning, reactor detonation imminent. Please evacuate Talos 1.
I wish there was something I could have said to snap you out of this. Fugue. It's my fault. I gambled too much. And the worst part? It isn't losing the station or the tech. It's you. I lost my sister. That is a mistake I will never recover from. There's nothing left to talk about. If you have some means of escape, you may as well go. I won't be leaving. Everything I cared about died a long time ago.
The shuttle is ready to go, Morgan.
Good luck with
I'll
your
wait
new
a few
life.
minutes before detonation, but then I'm gone. You're on your own after that.
Yeah, people talking over each other is a bad thing in this game. So there we just missed the final conversation with Alex. So I could just stay, but that would probably be the fitting thing to do with
imminent. Please
given Morgan's crimes. But what I'm gonna do is because we've got I think we've got the data drive with the evidence of where is it? Anyway, we've got the evidence of the crimes that Transfer has been doing. So I think the right thing to do is to go with the shuttle and testify against Transtar, hypothetically speaking, of course. The easy solution would just be to stay with Alex and get blown up. But yeah, do the right thing, get mind wiped or whatever the punishment is, and suffer the consequences. But make it right. Because at the end of the day, everybody's been disowned by Transtar anyway. Specifically, the board, which is represented by the user's parents. So yeah, the whole corporation is not exactly friendly to Alex or Morgan. And it really seems that the ethical thing to do would be just to face up to justice and actually try to make it right by bearing witness and whatnot. So there you go. It's a bit of an ethical discussion.
I don't know if you've seen, but there is alien matter ripping through the hull.
Yeah, I have kind of seen it.
Blush my. Every window in this station. It's engulfing the place. It's everywhere.
Oh, the game's glitching. Apologize for that. So anyway, it's the final.
Warning,
Ooh, shit.
reactor
Oh, blood.
detonation imminent.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
One.
Twice. So I need to sprint to the shuttle bay, and we should be good to go. Are you going to come up? Or do I get to beat you up once again? Okay, so it's a quick run. To the lobby. And from the lobby jump into the shuttle bay. And from there, game over. So yeah, I don't think I've ever played a game this fast before. The first run I did before this was 67 and something hours. I think this one will probably be less than 20. Like I said, I've never played a game this fast. I don't know. I usually take my time exploring and things like that. But I suppose just the fact that I know everything and I've just this is more of a practice run than anything else. Okay, so we've got 4 minutes. And look at that.
Warning,
what happened to microgravity?
Reactor detonation imminent. Please evacuate Talos 1.
No rush. Got 4 minutes. Yeah, so the game still seems to be a little bit glitchy. Apologies for that. Don't know what the hell's going on.
Warning,
Oh no.
reactor detonation imminent. Please evacuate Talos 1.
I thought it was Technopath there. The Technopath is the worst thing I could possibly meet right now. January's gone. Everybody's off the station. Alex is staying back. And that's the end. So yeah, I've never used Typhon lore. Never. Interesting. Never actually used it. I actually found them more useful to actually ambush them. Although I should try it in during hostile encounters when they detect you. I should try it actually.
Please clear aperture of debris.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like there's a couple of uninvited guests here. But they're easily taken care of. We've got 1800
reactor detonation imminent. Please evacuate Talos 1.
Really? I can't be bothered fighting you. You know what? I can't be bothered. I will loot you, but that's about it.
Warning, reactor detonation imminent. Please evacuate Talos 1.
Where did the potato go?
Aperture cleared.
Whatever. Fine. Let's just get out of here. And this should be basically the end game. There's a few conversations you can have. Oh, I never got into the back. Oh well, what a shame.
Thanks again for letting me out. I won't forget it. You are a real decent human being, Morgan, you. I thought they wasn't gonna let me in at first, on account of this volunteer get-up.
Now come the fireworks. I hope there'll be enough. You know, I thought you had left the station because of what happened between us, and that I had lied to you about my condition. I was angry with you, and myself. But I'm glad you are here with me now, and I like who you have become. You have my father's strength.
Yay, she likes me.
Dr. Yu,
Please, take your
Morgan, it was an honor to work with you on Talos. And your brother. And thank you for retrieving Leitner's remains. Maya always loved the sound of his playing. I couldn't let it die with the station. His was a rare gift, and his skill should be shared. Not only with me, but with others.
Evacuate Talos 1.
Yeah, so he was driven.
What are we waiting for?
He was completely driven by the memory of his wife.
You made it. Look, I know what happened. You aren't solely to blame. You helped me and my officers when we needed it. I'll be sure to let Earthside know what you did to help us in the cargo bay. Mom was right. You hear that, Mom? You were right. But it was my decision.
Warning, reactor
Are you waiting for an invitation?
Please evacuate Talos 1.
So 1925, so it's 25 people we saved. I think that's it, yeah? I think that's it. That's the end game.
Ready or not, starting debark operations. Pre-flight check is who gives a shit.
Yes, he had to say that.
Hang on to your seat. This will be a rough ride.
Warning, reactor detonation imminent. Please evacuate Talos 1.
I don't know how the hell the shuttle would have survived that, to be honest. 30 megatons at such close distance. Okay, so that's this. But there is something after the credits. And I'm hoping... Yeah, it's loading up now. This is a true endgame. And this is what the final line that said, I keep having this dream refers to. And this was one of the little flashbacks come from.
It's finished.
Look at the hands.
How did it do?
Look at the hands.
Activation of the mirror neurons is promising. Empathy quotient shows to be exceptionally high.
It probably thinks it was dreaming, that nothing mattered.
You're assuming it thinks like us.
Its life depends on it. Ours too. It all comes down to the choices it made.
It saved me from the cargo container. I would have suffocated otherwise, and later it recovered the Leitner connectomes. They were of no practical use, except that they were deeply meaningful to me. It's remarkable that it never installed a single Typhon-based neuromod. In my view,
yes,
this demonstrates a strong identification with us, but its most surprising act was sparing Da. While perhaps for purely selfish reasons, this, at least in principle, enabled others to escape Talos 1.
Michaela.
I would have died without my medication. That wasn't easy. That says a lot, I think, about its heart. Can I say that it has a heart? It also found my father's records. And then, I did not expect this, but it let me listen to them. Despite the self-incriminating content, it was willing to make itself vulnerable. Then, there was a man in psychotronics, Ingram.
Would you let it live?
Yes.
Sarah, you're next.
The situation in the cargo bay was bad. None of us would have survived without its help, and it destroyed a large number of Typhon across the station. That has to be a good sign. Further, it thwarted Dar's attempt to use us as hostages. If it were one of my officers, I would give it a commendation.
Danielle, what do you say?
It found me. It didn't need to, but it did. I asked it to stop Volunteer 37. That was dangerous. No way to be sure, but I think it has a sense of retribution. There were a lot of humans controlled by the Typhon that it could have harmed. Seems like it went out of its way to avoid that. I think it's worth the risk.
In the end, it chose to destroy Talos 1. Why? To protect Earth? We can't really know what its motives were for anything it did.
But we have to make a choice. You can hear us, can't you? Here. I want to show you something.
So this kind of invalidates a lot of the choices that were made. So if he didn't choose to destroy Talos, and he chose instead to install the... Look at the beard, by the way.
What you experienced was a reconstruction based on Morgan's memories.
This guy's been working hard. You can tell.
This is the world today. We spent years trying to put what you can do into us. We never tried putting what we can do into you. Until now. You're the bridge between our species. I need to know if you see us. I mean, really see us. Take my hand if you do.
So look at the hands. Look at that, look at... So there's a couple of things. So it looks like Alex has been working in solitude here. Based on using the reconstructed personalities of all the various people as robots. And he's been trying to find a solution to this problem. So what it seems that they weren't able to contain the Typhon, and the Typhon made it all the way to Earth, and of course it was game over since then, and he's been desperately trying to make amends. If you look at his beard, and if you look at the condition of their room as well as the Earth outside, it kind of seems that they've been working at this for a long while, kind of desperately trying to find a solution. And this solution of merging human and Typhon was actually hinted at during one of the email logs, one of the voice logs rather. They were talking about Project Cobalt, and they briefly talked about the potential situation of merging human cells into a Typhon. And we saw the flashbacks. That's what they were doing. Things like, it's rejecting new cells and all that. So I think, in light of everything that's gone on in the game, in light of what we've done, I could kill them all, but yeah.
We're gonna shake things up, like old times.
So there you go. Nightmare all the way through. Full survival. 31 hours. Okay, that's surprising. I thought it would be quite a lot less. So rescued pretty much would have been higher. We failed to rescue the people in the recreation area, the gym area. They all died because they ran into the flames. So that's kind of bad on us. Should be around 20, I think. Humans killed? None. Neuromods installed to 218. That's from what I just basically had at the beginning. 52, yep. Okay. And 0 Typhon. Although it doesn't really matter what you do. Yeah, so thanks for being with me. I didn't expect this would take anywhere near close to 3 hours, but yeah, 240 something. Okay, so yeah, it's been interesting. I think the next thing that I'll do is I do have another save here, which is campaign 3, which I'm doing for my YouTube. That'll be more of a kind of a story-driven kind of. Instead of explicitly calling out the alternate paths and things like that on the first person, as I did on Twitch, I'll probably be doing it as a more of a edited YouTube series, more story-driven, like I'm doing with KCD and that kind of thing. But anyway, so it was nice playing Prey. It's quite a nice game, heavily based on System Shock, 1 particularly, and 2 to some degree with the aliens. But yeah, it was nice having whatever company came along. So the next game I'm going to cover is Fallout New Vegas, because I need to get familiar with it if I'm going to include it in my YouTube channel. So that's kind of it's kind of a candidate for the next series after Prey, or after KCD is done specifically. But anyway, thanks for being here. I shall end the stream in a few seconds. But yes, hopefully somebody will come around for Fallout New Vegas, and hopefully for NBA 2K20 as well, for where we're kind of resurrecting Will Chamberlain. So anyway, thanks for being here. I'll end the stream in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thank you, and see you next time.